like, and what Warnock talks about a lot is man management. How important do you think man management is?
So important. It's so important, because if you're not good manager, sorry, you can lose the dressing room like that. You can lose the dressing room. So you got to try to keep your players on side. Like I'm not gonna say like I think the reason why Woodgate probably didn't succeed as much so due to man management, how you can tell a player to leave him out for this game, like for bad reason or whatnot. Like even Woodgate was good with me, like talking to me and that. But you got to deal with, like big men in the game that's played in the game for the last 10 years. And because it's pretty like his first actual proper management role, of course you're gonna find it difficult, to implement your style of play and the way you want to play. But it just takes time. And Warner, I think what Neil Warner done with this group of players is unbelievable. Since he walked through the door, I think he changed the mentality in the whole club. The whole club, installed mentality into the players. Like I think, yeah, he just changed the whole club with the atmosphere. It's all different, man. I think everyone enjoys the football now. I think we'll probably see the best of Barra over the next season.
Yeah, 100%. Because I remember like Woodgate, he started off okay. He was giving a few young lads like opportunities. I remember he gave Jed his opportunity after Christmas. I think Dyke still got injured just before Christmas, and I think a game against Dulwich Hamlet against near where you live, or where you grew up, against Crystal Palace. I think you won. Was it 5-1 or something? Or 5-5? Yeah. And obviously you and Jed like destroyed the right hand side. And I think after like 4 days later, I think Jed made his like first start in the championship, and then all of a sudden he kind of got dropped. Is that kind of like it's one of the reasons why it kind of went downhill? Because I think he did the same with Hayden Coulson. There was one or two players who, because I think Shotton and Friend, they were all like injured, and then they all came in, like Coulson and Spence, they did quite well. But then when the experienced players came back, do you think that Woodgate wasn't strong enough to like keep faith with like Jed and Hayden and stuff?
I don't think it was down to faith. It was pretty just down to protecting your players. The amount of games they played in a short space of time. You got to think Jed went from playing 23s, playing at Child, exceptional. Then kicked on from there. We had Barra fans saying he's the best on Twitter, the best right back in the world, and little banter and whatnot. But no, I wouldn't say it's down to trust. I'll just say it's just down to looking after your players. Keep their body fit for when they need to be recalled. But this season they ain't played enough games that they wanted to. But it's just down to helping your development. Get your mentally stronger. When you're not playing, you want to prove your point on the training pitch that you deserve to be playing. So I think this year for Jaden Hayden Coulson, it's probably been I'll say a not difficult year. I'll say a tough year, but I think it'll be a year that will help their development in the future. So they can be looking back and saying that year on the Woodgate was a challenging year, but it helped me mentally. If you know what I mean.
No, 100%, 100%. And the thing with social media as well, it's such a because you spoke about how everyone was like gassing up over Jed saying he's this, he's that. Obviously, he struggled this season. He hasn't probably been given as much opportunities, and he's been playing different positions. I think right wing, which isn't really his position.
Yeah.
And he's been getting a lot of, in my opinion, unfair criticism. Like the other day, like the team selection was out. I think we played against Barnsley, and like all the comments was, "Oh, Jed's starting again, and that's been pretty much the example of how like Twitter and stuff have been. How fickle is football? Because like when things are going well, you're the best player in the world, but like when things are not going the greatest, like all of a sudden you're not good enough, especially for someone who's young. Because I always think with youngsters, they could always get better. There's things they can improve on, but like sometimes it can kill a player, because like young players, obviously you read social media, and it can affect you psychologically, or does it affect you psychologically? Because I don't know. I'm just maybe talking out of like my arse, maybe I might be chatting shit. I have no idea. But like, does it affect you? Does it affect you like mentally reading stuff like that?
As you said about Jed, like you saying he didn't play as much this season, but you gotta think, yeah. When Jed first got thrown in under Woodgate, it was like this is your chance to make a name for yourself. Man of match performance at Charlton. Hollis scored against Huddersfield, first on goal. Like things just took off for Jed. But when you go think Corona hit, then like he was playing well until Corona hit. Then after Corona, you're not playing football for a good, I don't know how long was the thing for, like a good 3-4 months. What it was. You go come back and try to get it, come back play. Then you find you have a new gaffer in charge. So when you got impressed, then when the new gaffer came, he was playing. But knowing Jed personally, he's a good guy, man. He wants to work every day. He wants to be the best, But you gotta think football nowadays is all about confidence, Like you could be getting picked right, like I just saying he's playing right wing. That's not his position. He's a right back. So he's probably thinking, I'm not a winger. Like, yes, I've got the pace, but I'm not a winger. I'm a right back. But sometimes you just play, like you get picked because you probably can do a job in that position. But you're not confident in yourself. Confidence is a big thing in football. People understand, like, so one player gets stick on social media, like Twitter and etc. Like, you gotta give us a break sometimes, though. Maybe we're either low on confidence, or maybe something happening in our personal life that you don't know about, which is making us play bad. Like look, for a good example, Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard had the family issues with his mum and that, and he didn't play well for a good, let's say 2 years. He said he wasn't himself for 2 years. Now look at him on a verge of probably getting a call up for England for the Euros. So confidence can do a lot of things for you in football. I think fans don't understand that because they say, oh yeah, you done well last season, good player. You do that every week. But no, it's not like that. If the gaffer can't give you confidence, you ain't gonna find confidence in yourself. And even if you do try to find confidence in yourself on the pitch, you're not gonna do the right things. You're gonna try to force a couple moves that are not on, passes that are not on, when a simple pass to your left, or to your right.
Definitely. So do you think, so when you're like low on confidence, do you say like you try stuff that you don't normally do just because you want to prove that you are sort of good enough?
Yeah, 100%. Like even me, like my last game for Queen of the South, I played 60 minutes, but I only come back from injury. But I wasn't confident going into the game. So I don't know why I just wasn't confident. And you try things that, like, when you can do it when you're confident. Like, I can do this probably 9 times out of 10. Or when you're not confident, it don't come off. Like you don't have faith in yourself to do what you're gonna do on the pitch. Especially when you see comments on Twitter, like when footballers say we don't see comments, you are going to see a few comments now of nasty things and etc. That'll even damage you even a bit more because you're trying your best on the pitch when you're low on confidence, and those things are just not working out for you. Sometimes you need to sit together saying, "Oh, Gaff, I'm not myself right now. Can I get like a day off or two just to regroup and recharge and go again?" So I think sometimes people need to take that into consideration that football just down to everything's just down to confidence. Confidence.
100%. And do you think also some players, they suit certain managers and certain teams more? Because obviously I've seen certain players, they might not play well for a team, but then they join another team and all of a sudden, like, they're the best for that sort of team, even though it might be a similar level club. So do you think sometimes certain players are suited to certain managers, certain styles of football, etc.?
No, 100%. Like back in the day when I was younger, it was who had the best players in the pitch won the game. That's how it was back in the day. Like you say, a Man United versus, let's say, Man United versus a West Ham. You're back Man United to win back in the day because they had the Scholes, the Giggs. But nowadays the game's all about systems nowadays. Do you fit my style of play? Do you fit my system? Like you gotta think, many teams nowadays you can beat anyone's system. So, for example, Lingard. I said we'll talk about Lingard again. Wasn't getting a chance at Man United. They didn't fit the system, whatnot. goes West Ham, fits their system, doing well. Like there's for me, football nowadays is all about systems. It's all about systems. If you don't fit their system, you're not gonna fit their playing style or the gaffer's plans. So the game, it's just how the game is nowadays. The game has changed a lot, man. It's changed a lot.